Beowulf, translated by Lesslie Hall. Book 5. The Geats reach Heorot. The chief of the strangers rendered him answer, war troopers' leader, and word treasure opened. We are sprung from the lineage of the people of Geatland and Higelac hearth friends. To heroes unnumbered my father was known, a noble head warrior, Ecgtheow titled. Many a winter he lived with the people ere he passed on his journey, old from his dwelling. Each of the counsellors, widely mid-world folk, well remembers him. We, kindly of spirit, the lord of thy people, the son of King Halfdene, have come here to visit. Folk troops' defender, be free in thy counsels. To the noble one bear we a weighty commission, the helm of the Danemen. We shall hide, I ween, naught of our message. Thou know'st if it happen, as we soothly heard say, that some savage despoiler, some hidden pursuer, on nights that are murky, by deeds very direful, mid the Danemen exhibits hatred unheard of, horrid destruction, and the falling of dead. From feelings least selfish, I am able to render counsel to Hrothgar, how he, wise and worthy, may worst the destroyer. If the anguish of sorrow should ever be lessened, comfort come to him, and care waves grow cooler, or ever hereafter he agony suffer, and troublous distress while towereth upward the handsomest of houses, high on the summit. Bestriding his stallion, the strand watchman answered, the doughty retainer. The difference surely twixt words and works, the warlike shield-bearer, who judgeth wisely, well shall determine. This band, I hear, beareth no malice to the prince of the Scyldings. Pass ye then onward with weapons and armor. I shall lead you in person. To my war-trusty vassals command I shall issue to keep from all injury your excellent vessel, your fresh-tarred craft, gainst every opposer, close by the seashore, till the curved necked bark shall waft back again the well-beloved hero o'er the way of the water to wetter dominions. To warrior so great 'twill be granted sure in the storm of strife to stand secure. Onward they fared then. The vessel lay quiet. The broad-bosomed bark was bound by its cable, firmly at anchor. The bore signs glistened, bright on the visors, vivid with gilding, blaze-hardened, brilliant. The bore acted warden. The heroes hastened, hurried the liegemen, descended together, till they saw the great palace, the well-fashioned Lesslie Hall, wondrous and gleaming, mid world folk and kindreds, that was widest reputed, of halls under heaven, which the hero abode in. Its lustre enlightened lands without number. Then the battle-brave hero showed them the glittering court of the bold ones, that they easily thither might fare on their journey. The aforementioned warrior, turning his courser, quoth as he left them, "'Tis time I were faring. Father Almighty grant you his grace, and give you to journey safe on your mission. To the sea I will get me 'gainst hostile warriors, as warden to stand." Book 6. Beowulf introduces himself at the palace. The hallway glistened with many-hued pebble. A bypath led the liegemen together. Firm and hand-locked the war-byrnie glistened. The ring-sword radiant rang mid the armor, as the party was approaching the palace together in warlike equipments. 'Gainst the wall of the building their wide-fashioned war-shields they weary did set then. battle shield sturdy. Benchward they turned then, their battle sarks rattled, the gear of the heroes. The lances stood up then, all in a cluster, the arms of the seamen, ashen shafts mounted, with edges of iron. The armor-clad troopers were decked with weapons. Then a proud-mooded hero asked of the champions questions of lineage. From what borders bear ye your battle shields plated, gilded and gleaming, your grey-coloured burnies, helmets with visors and heap of war lances? To Hrothgar the king I am servant and liegeman. 'Mong folk from far lands found I have never men so many of mien more courageous. I ween that from valour nowise is outlaws, but from greatness of soul ye sought for King Hrothgar. Then the strength-famous earlman answer rendered. The proud-mooded Wedder chief replied to his question, hardy 'neath helmet. Hygelac's mates are we, Beowulf hight I. To the barn of Halfdene, the famous folk leader, I freely will tell to thy prince my commission. If pleasantly hearing, he'll grant we may greet him, so gracious to all men. Wulfgar replied then, he was prince of the Wendels, his boldness of spirit was known unto many, his prowess and prudence. The prince of the Scyldings, the friend lord of Danemen, I will ask of thy journey the giver of rings, as thou urgest me do it, the folk chief famous, and inform thee early what answer the good one mindeth to render me. He turned then hurriedly where Hrothgar was sitting, old and hoary, his earlmen attending him. The strength-famous went till he stood at the shoulder of the lord of the Danemen. Of courteous Thanemen the custom he minded. Wulfgar addressed then his friendly liege lord. Folk of the Geatmen, or the way of the waters, are wafted hither, faring from far lands, the foremost in rank, the battle champions, Beowulf title. They make this petition, with thee, O my chieftain, to be granted a conference. O gracious King Hrothgar, friendly answer refuse not to give them. In war trappings weeded, worthy they seem, of earls to be honoured. Sure, the atheling is doughty, who headed the heroes hitherward coming.